Hello everyone, it's my 400th video special, so I figured I'd do something similar to the last time where I showed you all my games. This time I'm going to show you all my movies, and I know this isn't a movie channel, but you know, whatever, I think it's still worth looking at. I think it's still worth seeing. Some people like to see this stuff, so I'm going to show it to you. Right here is a double feature. It's not really mine, so I figured I'd start off with this. I saw both of these the other day. They're not really all that great, but I figured I'd show it off. But anyway, here's my whole collection of movies. I've started collecting movies recently, like this year earlier. And there's a story behind that actually that I want to tell you about, but basically here they are. The top row are all of my favorites, I haven't seen Pi, but Requiem for a Dream, Evil Dead 2, Army of Darkness, Watchmen, which gets more hate than it really deserves, Citizen Kane, of course, Scarface, Pulp Fiction, Samsara, which is fantastic. It's not many people have seen it, so you should definitely check it out. Rocky Horror Picture Show, Clockwork Orange, which is actually my favorite film ever. Goodfellas, which may be a little bit overrated. American Psycho, of course, fantastic film. Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, one of my favorite movies ever. Pretty underrated. Amadeus, also one of my favorite movies, and I think I don't have to say much about that one. And one of my favorite comedies, Monty Python and the Holy Grail. That used to be my favorite comedy, but since then I've seen Black Dynamite, and anyone who's seen that film probably knows why. Some of my favorites are actually over here, because I set these out since it's October, and I'm going to watch them all near Halloween. So let's go ahead and go through them. This is one of my favorites, of course, Nightmare Before Christmas. Love the DVD design. Interview with a Vampire. Hold on a minute. Fantastic movie. Well, I don't know. I haven't seen it in a long time, but I remember loving it. Of course, Stanley Kubrick's The Shining. I love Stanley Kubrick, if you couldn't tell already. And I love this movie. The Exorcist 3. I hate the first Exorcist because it's dumb, it's not scary, and it sucks. But Exorcist 3 is overly ridiculous and it knows it, I think. And the performance by the Gemini killer, I forget his name, Brad Dourif. Fantastic performance. Silence of the Lambs, of course. It's not really one of my favorites, but you know. Red Dragon is actually pretty good. I don't know which one's better, but they're in the same series if you couldn't tell already. Right here is the bottom thing, the bottom shelf, which is basically not my favorites, but movies I want to watch or movies that I like more than the ones in the back row. Fargo is fantastic. I might actually move that up to my top shelf. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna put Goodfellas down here because I like Fargo more than Goodfellas. Seven, good movie. This case is actually really something. It looks like a notebook, and that's really cool because it's a detective kind of film. I don't really know if this is considered horror, but I'm not gonna watch it this October. Anyway, Lost Boys. I should probably watch that as well. Hold on, I'll put this here. Lost Boys is a really good, underrated 80s movie. I like it. Butterfly Effect. I never watched this thing all the way through. I'm going to. I don't know if it's fantastic or not, but I'm gonna go through that one day. A Beautiful Mind is something I picked up because of how apparently acclaimed it is. It's supposed to be really fantastic, but I haven't seen it yet, so I'm going to. If you can't tell already, I'm a film snob, I guess. I like really good ones. I don't know. Kill Bill, of course. Tarantino. I'm a big fan of Tarantino, as well as Kubrick. I think Tarantino may be my second favorite director, but I don't know yet. Chicago I'm really excited for this one. It's like a musical. It's supposed to be one of the best ones. It's supposed to be like maybe funny? I don't know. Anyway, The Wrestler. This one was suggested to me. I wouldn't normally buy it, but it was suggested to me by a good source, so I'll check it out. Same with Crash, I believe. Crash was also suggested to me by the same guy. Here's one that YMS covered, or talked about like briefly in one of his reviews, The Messenger, and it's actually really, really good. Check it out if you like sad kind of movies. This one is fantastic. It's got Woody Harrelson, which is one of my favorite actors. Also this guy I don't really know. Ben Foster. Yeah, he's Ben Foster. Another Kubrick film, 2001: A Space Odyssey. I haven't seen this one yet. It's also not closed. It won't close. Okay. I hate these kind of cases. One day I'm gonna get like a better one. But I'm excited for this one, definitely, because it's supposed to be one of Kubrick's best, and I'm a huge fan of Kubrick. I'm also a huge fan of space, so, you know, whatever. Here's an average one, Willow. It was pretty popular for its time. It was made by George Lucas, I believe. Lucas was responsible for this one. But when I saw it, I was pretty bored by it. It wasn't that special. But, you know, whatever. Here's a collection of Schwarzenegger movies. True Lies, Commando, and Predator. My favorite out of these is Predator by far. True Lies wasn't anything special. I didn't really care for it that much. So right here we have the Matrix quadrilogy. Well, technically it's a trilogy, but I also have Animatrix, which I haven't seen yet. I got Matrix, Matrix Reload, Matrix Revolutions. The only like really shitty one is Revolutions, but still that has some redeeming aspect to it. These DVDs kind of suck. I'm gonna have to buy another copy because they hardly work, but I figured I'd own them at least. Right here we have the Man with No Name trilogy, all these westerns. My favorite one being The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. But you know, I'll have to watch all these again. Sweeney Todd, very dark musical with Johnny Depp. Pretty good. Casablanca, one of the classics, great classics. And it's actually pretty good, but it wouldn't be one of my favorites, I don't think. There's an acoustic rock guitar thing that I don't care about, but behind it's First Blood! I love First Blood. I mean, it's not like, I wouldn't rate it too high, but I enjoy it because it's great action, I guess. It's like popcorn material. Right here we have all three Death Note live action films. The first two, well, the first one's okay. It didn't get as far as I thought in the Death Note story. The second one was great because it ended in a different way than the manga and the anime, so I definitely recommend watching that. And the third one is like L's own story, and I was really disappointed by it because it went with like a bland kind of plot line instead of going with the way I thought it would, as in like showing off L's backstory. Not really a fan of what they did. It's an okay film, I guess. Pan's Labyrinth. This one's like really, it's held up as a masterpiece, but I disagree. It's average. But you know, whatever, to each their own. This is a coverless case. It's Back to the Future 3. I got this for a couple bucks down in South Carolina at a flea market. And I was like, oh, well, whatever, might as well. There's like a documentary of Bruce Lee, and it's really good. I watched this like 50 times since I was really little, because I admire the man, I guess. Last Picture Show, fantastic movie. Really, really good. Like it. Tenacious D, I don't think I have to talk much about this one. This is okay. If you like Jack Black, you'll like the movie. The Labyrinth. Cheesy 80s film. Doesn't hold up that much, but it's not bad either. So, yeah. It's a great musical, though. I like the music in it. David Bowie is, of course, enjoyable. for either the right or wrong reasons, it doesn't matter, but she's a horrible actress. But, you know, whatever. David Bowie's fun, so it's a fun film. I like it. The Secret. Now, I've seen this movie a lot around, like, DVD stores. It's absolutely horrible. Like, the philosophies they teach in this are really bad. I don't know. It's like, I feel like a bunch of idiots made this. Like, I'm huge into philosophy too. It's not like I don't get it. It's just like I don't agree, and I don't know. Watch it. I don't know. Don't watch it. And of course, Wayne's World, which is a cool little thing, cool little relic, I suppose. Everyone knows what Wayne's World is, though. I don't have to explain. It's a decent comedy. It just hasn't aged too well, I think. All right, so in the back row of the first shelf is we got 300. Is a fun action film. Smoking the Bandit. It's classic, but not. I don't know. It's fun, I guess. It's fun. I haven't seen it in a long time. He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, which is a hilariously cheesy, bad 80s cartoon. I don't think I have to say too much, but basically it's fun to watch if you want to like making fun of it, you know. The Happening, and I don't think I have to say much about The Happening. It's horrible, but it's funny, and that's why I own it. It's hilarious for all the wrong reasons. Fucking Mark Wahlberg and M. Night Shyamalan. That's a great combination. Lemony Snicket's bad movie. Don't like it. Jim Carrey. I don't know. It's based off book series that I'm not really fond of, but the film is even worse. Yes. Where the Red Fern Grows, classic movie. I really like this one. Yeah. Lord of the Rings. Don't have to talk much about that one. And Ghost Rider. Jesus Christ. It's kind of shit. But I kept it because I kind of like it. It's fun seeing the Ghost Rider sections, but the other parts with Nicolas Cage and Eva Mendes, not really enjoyable, you know. Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief, not really all that great. The books were way better, of course, but it's not that bad, I guess. Chronicle, actually really fantastic film. It's not like 9 out of 10 worthy, but it's pretty great. I like it. The Evil Dead. I should probably put this in the Halloween section. I wanna see that, but yeah, the Evil Dead. I don't have to say much about that one. Zombieland. Fun little romp of a zombie movie. It's not that bad. Indiana Jones, Raiders of the Lost Ark, classic. I think everyone knows about this one. And here we have the other movie, Last Crusade, which I also really like. I don't know where the worst one went. Well, not the worst one anymore, but the one with the girl, the annoying actress, went. I don't remember. I had it, but I don't know. And here we have the Dark Knight trilogy. Definitely Dark Knight is the best one. Batman Begins is pretty great for what it is. And Dark Knight Rises, which is pretty funny how Bane sounds. Right here I have like this Mario Galaxy soundtrack that I got with one of my Wii's, I think. You know, a great soundtrack, but it's like a soundtrack, so whatever. And here we have like a pirated version of the Three Stooges. I didn't make it, so don't look at me. It was my parents. Ha 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 ha. I didn't do it. But yeah, Three Stooges are pretty great. Now we move on to TV shows. Excuse the mess. I have cotton swabs for the Nintendo games. So let's go ahead and look through these. House is a TV show I liked. I had a sample of it. I liked it, so I bought the first season. I have yet to watch the entire first season though. Twilight Zone. I felt like compelled to get this because it's really fantastic. This is a ripoff. I bought this expecting like a few episodes. This is only one episode. Like literally just one episode on one disc. And I paid like $20 for it. It's unbelievable. But you know, I'm not buying any more of these. I'm just gonna get the box set. I just could not believe that there was only one episode worth $20. It's ridiculous. When They Cry, or rather Higurashi, this cover is like really misleading, and I always joked about it because this is, anyone who's familiar with this show knows that this show is gory and horrifying and terrifying, but like there's this like Moe-esque picnic thing happening on the back. So I always joked like some grandmother's gonna pick up an anime for their like little grandchildren and not know that it's actually horrifying and terrifying and horrible and gory and shit. Like if you know anything about this show, you know that it's like not appropriate. But on the back it's like cute and pretty. So, you know, it's a misleading cover. Here's the entire show of Soul Eater. It doesn't work too well. I'm gonna have to buy another set of Soul Eater because the DVDs don't work that well. But really good anime, one of my favorites. So is Higurashi for that matter. Now right here I have Breaking Bad. I have every single season. Here's one of them on top of my DVD because I'm in the middle of it. I love the show. It's one of the best ones out there. Dexter, I have all of Dexter, but really I shouldn't have bought 5 through 7 or rather 8, because Jesus Christ, after 4 the show goes downhill so fast. Here's the second season of Death Note. It's not in the box set like the first season. It's not really a season, it's the second volume. But let me go show the first season. But while I'm going upstairs to show you the first box set, I have all 4 seasons of Heroes that I don't have with me because I lent them to someone. But I don't think you need to see that. So, yeah. And here's Death Note, Volume 1. It's a really cool box set. It's a shame they don't make the second box set anymore. That's what I was told anyway. Because this is a really cool box set. But yeah. Anyway, thank you for watching my 400th video special. I'm gonna pace again like I always do. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hopefully you found this enjoyable somehow. And I'll see you some other time. Goodbye.